concentration, laser focus on they though they taking notice.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Hands up! Lead! Mike Bobo. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Nice. Legs up!
1st and 10 for Dalton. And his first look is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dalton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got some space here. The 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Throwing again. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Cardigan's being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
And got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 74 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And they will... not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Recon, 132 fighter.
36.
Get it ready.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
50, place. Check. Here we go, let's bring it. Fire.
On 3rd down, Finley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Kill.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Finley setting up on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Finley again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Dawson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
On the toss, Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Williams on the tackle.
To throw on 3rd down, Finley. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Some penetration here. We're just getting some penetration. Go.
They're indeed going. It's Finley. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Mixon, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 44.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Ready, ready.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Number what?
35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Mixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down throw from Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
Set. 180.
There, right there, 56. Got you, boy.
They go play action. Mayfield being chased out left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run on first down. Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
180. Alert, alert, alert.
At the Bengals' 30-yard line.
Check. Watch the eye.
Up, up.
He's coming, he's coming.
What's that?
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
180. Hey, alert 33.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Get ready.
Get ready.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 52 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second and inches, Finley, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, Mixon, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
Check nine, check nine.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Get it.
Back to Mixon on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Finley here, third and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, it's Hunt.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
180.
56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On first down, Hunt. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. 65, 65. 65.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Hunt, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They come out here in the eye. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pistol.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Finley. Got his man. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Finley sets to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Tate. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Finley, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Finley eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
180.
Check 56. Here we go, here we go.
They run again with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Hunt. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Bengals 34-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And again, it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Set. 180.
51's the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
What?
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.